Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. Happy Sunday. Time to get back into some speed duel. And like I alluded to yesterday, my teammate, unofficial teammate, I'll call him a teammate. He's a teammate. He helps out. He's my cards dealer. His name is Phil. And thank Phil for today's build down in the comment section if you enjoy it. So I did promise that we were going to get to Volcanics. I also said we were going to try to use every skill, so we are going to use his build the way he's planning on playing it, and hopefully you guys like this. So right off the rip, he's going to be using the Bastion Masawa skill, the brand new Energizing Elements. So what does this skill do? It means that you have to declare one of the 4 attributable elements, or elemental attributes: fire, water, earth, or wind. This turn, monsters with a declared attribute gain 500 attack and lose 400 defense. Any battle damage they inflict is halved. And at any point, if you control no monsters with the declared attribute, flip this back over. So this will essentially activate like the 4 great field spells. And right now I can only remember Umiruka and Gaia Power. I don't remember the wind or fire variants. And of course, you can just keep reusing this skill if you have to reset. Very cool card. And again, this is going to raise our power cap by 500. So the rest of the deck is as follows, and is actually a really good standard build for Volcanics in general. So the first thing we're going to need is 2 copies of the Royal Firestorm Guards. We're going to need 2 copies of Volcanic Blaster, 3 copies of the infamous Rocket. Of course, you will see that 2 of these are very pretty. He's probably going to end up getting these off me, so enjoy them while you see them on the channel now. They're probably going to be leaving my stock here shortly. And then to round out his monsters, 3 copies of Volcanic Shell. No use for Doomfire. This version of the deck does not require it. What we are going to require is 3 copies of the Blaze Accelerator, a single copy of Tri-Blaze, because again, we basically just need these to be on field. Because we want to abuse the Wildfire spell again. And he takes an interesting zig here for the last 3 cards. He goes with Rising Energy. Last time we had one of these decks submitted to us, Michizuri found its way into the trap cards. So real quick, that is the 20 card list. There is no extra deck. There is no side deck. This is his build. I'm going to go ahead and try to reason through this here in a second, but a lot of this is actually very straightforward, and once you start playing this, it's one of those decks that's like super hard to give up. And again, just looking at all the cards real quick, I do think, I can assure you that all of these cards will be found within buying 3 copies of the GX box. So again, this is one of those like really good builds that you guys can do. And again, if you wanted to feel like you wanted to play the Axel skills, you could. There's no real benefit to either one of them here, since they both really revolve around playing out the boss monster Doomfire. And as a special treat, I think I'm going to build those decks for the next 2 days for you guys as well. So that should be pretty fun. Real quick, let me thank you guys for stopping by. Do the things if you like. Make sure that you have a great day. And let me clear the field for everybody else who wants to hear the effects. So here we go. First up, we're just going to go right back through it. It will be the Firestorm Guards. Now, when this is normal summoned, you target 4 Pyro in the graveyard, shuffle all 4 copies into the deck, then draw 2 cards. Again, very easy to do in this deck, especially once the shells start kicking off. Blaster, really a set and pass turn type card. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can place 1 Volcanic from your deck onto the top of your deck. So again, if you didn't start with your cannon, you didn't start with a rocket, this is a great way to get into your rocket right off the rip, which will get you into the cannon and start all the plays for you. Next up will be those rockets. Nice 1400 power stat. True powerhouse when it comes to normal summon monster cards right now. When this is summoned, and again, this could be special, flip, or normal, add 1 Blaze Accelerator card, and again, this could be Blaze or Tri-Blaze, from the deck or graveyard to the hand. So again, we can recycle those. Good. And then 3 shells. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points to add another copy of Volcanic Shell from the deck to the hand. And this card must be in the graveyard to activate and resolve the effect. So again, the shells will reload themselves into the hand for a cost. Up first for the spells is the Blaze Accelerator. This is going to be and I almost said two-tone, but it's going to be used twofold today. We're going to use it for its effect, and we're also going to be using it for Wildfire. So the first thing is you can target one monster your opponent controls, send a Pyro monster with 500 or less attack from hand to the grave. If you do destroy the target, your monsters may not attack this turn. So again, this is going to be used for the shells. Very easy. Tri-Blaze. Activate by sending one face-up Blaze Accelerator you control to the graveyard during the main phase. Target a monster the opponent controls, send a Pyro from your hand to the graveyard. Again, this gets a little more lax. It doesn't have to always be the shells now. And if you do destroy the target, if you do that, inflict 500 damage to the opponent. And again, when you activate this effect, your opponent or your monsters may not attack during this turn. So again, you're going to get some burn this time while doing the control, which is fine. The triple Wildfires. Pay 500 life points, destroy all Blaze Accelerator cards that you control, and if you do, destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. So that's going to be all monsters, you plus the opponent. Then special summon a Wildfire token. It's just going to be a level 3, 1000 by 1000 in attack mode. And again, you can't attack the turn you activate this spell card. But again, we can activate this one during the opponent's turn since it is quick play, and we could generate a massive amount of advantage going into what would then be the final turn. And then again, the last card he chose was his Rising Energy. And again, this helps with the Royal Star or the Royal Guards because we will be able to get other cards into the discard pile early with this. Discard a card, target a face-up monster on the field. It gains 1500 attack until the end of the turn. And again, you can just go through the whole list of cards in here. That'll make Firestorm 32. Blaster will get up to 27. Rocket will get up to 34. Shells will just get up to 16, but still super, super good, especially when you remember we're going to call fire right off the rip with our energizing elements. Everything's already going to be up 5 anyway, which really means our rockets are at 2400 to start, which puts them on a Monarch strength. So again, really cool deck, very basic, super easy to play, doesn't require Doomfire to play at all. Not that, of course, you wouldn't have them, but you just don't need them. So again, very cool. Phil, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And again, guys, if you want to do all of the things, you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've already done that, maybe consider hitting the notification bell to keep reminding you to keep coming back. And guys, have a wonderful day. Check out the Speed Duel Spotlight here in a couple of hours. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of your day. Go do something. Have a fun one, all right? See you later, my friends.